A song comes on, and before you decide anything, your foot is already tapping. You didn't choose that. A beat drops, and 1,000 strangers in a crowd move at the exact same instant. Nobody gave the order. Sometimes a piece of music hits a certain note, and a wave of chills runs down your arms. For no reason you can name, you can't sit perfectly still to a rhythm you love. Almost no one can. And that is stranger than it sounds. A pattern of sound, just air vibrating, reaches into your body and moves it from the inside. Most people think music is entertainment, a nice background, a hobby. It isn't. Rhythm is one of the oldest and deepest survival tools our species ever had. It is older than writing, older than farming, almost certainly older than language itself. By the end of this video, you will never hear a beat the same way again. To understand it, forget playlists and concerts for a moment. Go back to the world we were built in. A small tribe gathered around a fire at night. There are no words for most of what they feel. Spoken language is still young or not here yet, but there is something they can all do together. They can clap, they can stomp, they can pound a log, and the moment they do it in time, something extraordinary happens. Dozens of separate people start to move as one body, one pulse, one rhythm. This was not a party. This was technology. Maybe the first social technology we ever invented. Because moving in sync did something to the brain that nothing else could. When you move in time with others, your brain blurs the line between you and them. It releases the same chemistry that bonds a mother to a child. Trust. Belonging. We, a group that could drum and dance together, became a single, loyal unit. And a united tribe survived. So evolution did something clever. It made keeping the beat feel good. Deep in your brain sits a system that constantly predicts what comes next. A steady rhythm is a gift to that system. It can guess exactly when the next beat will land. And every time the beat arrives right where it predicted, you get a tiny hit of reward. That is why a groove feels so satisfying. Your brain is being proven right, over and over. It is also why a beat makes you move. Hearing rhythm lights up the motor part of your brain directly. The part that plans movement switches on whether you asked it to or not. So your foot taps, your head nods, your body sways. The sound is reaching your muscles, not just your ears. You are not deciding to move. An ancient circuit is moving you. This linking of sound and motion is called entrainment, and almost no other animal does it like we do. Now think about why that mattered out there, in the world of the tribe. A group that moved in rhythm could work as one, paddle as one, haul as one, strike as one. Heavy work becomes lighter when bodies pull on the same beat. Sailors knew it. Builders knew it. A rhythm turns a crowd of individuals into a machine that pushes in the same direction. And in a fight, a group that moved together as one wall was far more terrifying than a mob. That is why armies still march in step. Why soldiers chant. It is ancient, and it works. Rhythm told everyone, in an instant, a single message. We are one. We move together, and it told you something just as important about everyone else. The one who could feel the beat and join it belonged. He was inside the group. The one who could not, who was always off, always out of time, stood out as different. This is why rhythm runs so deep in every culture humans have ever built. There is no tribe, anywhere on Earth, with no music. Not one has ever been found. Before a people had writing, they had songs. Before they had books, they had drums. Every religion leans on it. Chanting, bells, repeated song, rhythm pulls many minds into one feeling. Every ritual that mattered, birth, marriage, war, death, was carried on a beat. Because rhythm could do what words could not. It could make a whole crowd feel the same thing at once. A speech reaches your mind, a drum reaches your body and your mind together. That is a kind of power, and our ancestors used it for hundreds of thousands of years. It bonded them, calmed them, prepared them, healed them, and warned them. And all of that machinery is still inside you, fully built right now. Watch a baby who cannot even walk yet. Put on a song with a strong beat, the baby starts to bounce. No one taught it. No one could have. The pull toward rhythm arrives before language, before steps, almost before anything. Because it is not learned. It is installed. It is part of the original equipment. And here is the part most people never notice about themselves. When you tap your foot, you almost always tap with other people, matching them without thinking. In a crowd, your clapping drifts into time with the clapping around you. You sync without trying. Your body is still doing the oldest thing it knows, looking for the others and joining them. Even alone with your headphones, a beat can make you feel a little less alone. Because to your ancient brain, a rhythm means the tribe is near. We are together. So what happens when you take that ancient system into the modern world? For your ancestors, rhythm almost always meant other people, real bodies moving beside you. Today you can carry 1,000 beats in your pocket and hear them completely alone. And still, the old magic fires. A song on a hard day can lift you like a hand on the shoulder, a beat in your ears on an empty street, and suddenly you walk like you belong somewhere. At a concert, thousands of strangers move as one to the same pulse. For a few minutes, they feel something we almost never feel anymore. They feel like one tribe. That overwhelming wave people get in a crowd is not just the music. It is the synchrony. It is the ancient reward for becoming one body with the group. Firing at full strength. People chase that feeling their whole lives, often without knowing what it really is. And those chills, the goosebumps a song can give you, they come when the music breaks its own pattern, builds you up, then lands somewhere unexpected. Your prediction system is gripped, then surprised, then rewarded all at once. It is the same skin reaction your ancestors had to powerful, meaningful sound in the dark, the body marking a moment as important, as something to remember. That is why a certain song can pull you straight back to a moment from years ago. Rhythm and memory are wired close together. The beat becomes a hook the memory hangs on. A few notes, and you are 17 again, somewhere you can never actually go back to. No other sense moves us through time quite like this one. Because for our ancestors, the songs carried the memory of the whole tribe. So the next time someone tells you music is just background noise, remember what it actually is. A machine for turning many people into one. The oldest tool we have for trust, for courage, for grief, for joy that is too big to hold alone. And notice what it quietly says about us. We did not invent rhythm to be entertained. We invented it to survive together. The entertainment came much, much later. A people who could keep the beat could act as one. And acting as one is how we won. The lone genius who could not move with the group was, in the end, still alone. We are not descended from the ones who stood stiff at the edge of the fire. We are descended from the ones who clapped, who stomped, who sang, who moved together. Their rhythm is literally still beating inside your chest. Your heart keeps time without you. So here is the part that matters most. The part about you. The next time a song takes hold of you and your body starts to move on its own, do not feel silly. That pull is not a small thing. It is one of the oldest things you carry. It is hundreds of thousands of years of people refusing to face the dark alone. It is the memory of every fire, every dance, every drum that ever held a group together. When the beat moves you, you are not just enjoying a song. You are doing the exact thing that made us human, becoming one with the others. You come from an unbroken line of people who kept the beat together for 100,000 years. That is why you cannot sit still. That is why it gives you chills. That is why it heals. The rhythm was never outside you. It was always the sound of the tribe living on in your body. So put on the song, move the way your ancestors moved. And know that for those few minutes, across all of time, you are not alone. What song moves you like nothing else? Tell me in the comments, and subscribe. Here we look at the modern world and discover who we really are.